Alright, what's going on, guys? Trev back again, here to bring you another video. This one's going to be doing another explanation type video for The Walking Dead, and this one we're going to be focusing on and talking about a storyline which is sure to hit pretty soon, probably season 6, and that is of The Walking Dead's No Way Out. Okay, so here's a look at the actual cover for the trade paperback, which is volume 14, called No Way Out. And by the way, this video will contain spoilers for anyone who doesn't want to know what they can expect to see next in terms of a big story arc in the Walking Dead television series. If you're still here, I assume you either already know because you've read the comic book, or you kind of want to know what's going to happen and what's going to go on. So with this one, we don't know exactly because, of course, the events in the TV series are going to be different. But to read off the wiki quickly in terms of the basic description is, Volume 14, No Way Out, The Walking Dead includes issues 79 through 84. It says, after the murder of Douglas's wife, okay, because remember in the comic book series, Deanna is Douglas, and his wife's name is Regina, TV series version, you have Deanna, and then her husband's name is Reg. So you have, after the murder of Douglas's wife, which would be the equivalent of Reg in the TV series, Rick and his people begin to step up as the leaders of the Alexandria community against the wishes of many residents. But the people of Alexandria have a much bigger problem that they must deal with together when they discover they are surrounded by a massive herd of roamers or walkers or zombies or whatever you want to call them. Lame brains. The Walking Dead has many different names for zombies. Let's just call them zombies for sake of simplicity. So you have Alexandria Safe Zone, or what was a safe zone, which prior is attacked by the scavengers, which will probably in the TV series be the wolves, and after which you have a lot of gunfire going off, a lot of things happening. As a result, a huge herd of zombies hears the gunfire and begins to move towards the direction of the Alexandria Safe Zone. So what the cover is actually depicting is you have Rick and Michonne who are seemingly looking out, Carl as well, they're pulling the drapes back, seemingly looking out their house's window, because in Alexandria a lot of the characters get their own houses, right? They're given houses, since they're empty anyway, for the most part. Looking out the window, and what they are actually seeing is a humongous amount of zombies, an entire horde, hundreds of walkers, hundreds of zombies have made their way through the gates. They have gotten into Alexandria, and due to the fact that the place is completely surrounded with, the barricade they've put up, the survivors actually find themselves in a position where they've actually blocked themselves in, and they seemingly have no way out. And I do like this story arc quite a bit from the Walking Dead comic book series because this is one of the biggest threats from zombies our survivors have ever faced because of their number. As you can see from this cover, this is cover 80, Andrea is looking down from the watchtower, which she was actually in, and she sees this humongous amount of zombies coming, and as you can see, her jaw is dropped. She doesn't know what to make of it, what's going to happen, what they're going to do. They have trapped themselves in. So you have a number of different survivors that try some different things to evade them, so to speak. You have Heath and Glenn here depicted on cover of issue 81, which is actually part 2 of the series, even though it does kind of go on past, the one trade, the actual 6 issues. The storyline goes on further. But you have a number of different characters trying some different techniques to kind of evade or get around the zombies. But for the most part, it seems like it's just basically not working. And in terms of the majority of the group, what they soon find is that there really isn't any way for them to all get out. They try the guts trick. You have Rick along with Jesse, Carl, and then her son, Ron. They attempt to use the guts trick, which is to cover themselves with zombie guts and kind of walk themselves out. But what ends up happening is Ron actually gets so scared that he actually pees himself and starts talking and just kind of freaking out. And the zombies recognize this, and they quickly pounce. In this happening, basically them getting riled up, we do see some huge character deaths, and I do mean huge, both of new characters, some old characters, and it is quite a bit of fun. So how it all basically ends up, you have a certain character gets shot, you have a couple that actually get bitten, that get eaten, that get killed, that get devoured. It's just, man, it's some really, really exciting stuff. Probably the most exciting zombie threat we've had in the story. Maybe right up since the beginning, to see this amount of zombies with the characters pinned back against the wall and not able to find a way out. So what ends up happening in the end of the storyline, by the way, pick up the trades if you haven't read it, if you want to buy the comics. I recommend you do so because it's really, really exciting. In the end, just to kind of give you guys an idea, what ends up happening is the group realizes that they cannot evade this many zombies. They're pinned in. They can't. What they end up having to do is they have to fight their way out. That's the solution here. Everybody get, side by side and start hacking, start going at it and start killing zombies as they come in, to the point where there are just piles and piles and numbers of zombie corpses everywhere that they have laid down, to the point where you probably wouldn't be able to take a step without stepping on a zombie corpse somewhere. Pretty awesome. So when do I think we're going to see all of this in the Walking Dead TV series? I think it's going to be Season 6. Yeah, I would say probably first half of Season 6. We may see the beginning of it in the finale for Season 5. So depending on when you're watching this video, that may already have happened or possibly not, depending. But yeah, I think it'll probably be Season 6. We may just see the start of it at the end of Season 5 with what happens in the finale, and then drawing in the huge herd of zombies, which would probably take us into a pretty big finale, to tell you the truth, for the first half of Season 6. So very excited for it. I'm sure there's lots of great stuff from the Walking Dead TV series to come. And it's pretty cool that we're getting to see these storylines finally fleshed out in the TV series. I wasn't sure if we were ever going to get here to this point where we were actually going to get to see these parts of the story, because when the Walking Dead TV series first started airing, was in its first couple seasons, this was right about where we were right around this point in the comic book series, with the chapters coming out when we got into the the first couple seasons in that. And I just didn't know at that time if the series was even going to get to here. So it's pretty cool that we're starting to see it cover parts that were released while the series was airing. I just think that's kind of cool. So let me know what you guys think about the No Way Out storyline. If you haven't read the comic book series version, I suggest you do. I tried to explain it as best I could here without giving away too many character deaths or too many specifics, even though I did give away a couple. But it's kind of hard to explain everything that's happening in it without giving away at least a little bit. It's kind of counterintuitive to what the video is trying to do, right? So hopefully that explains it without giving away too much for you guys. And look forward to it, because it should be super awesome stuff for anybody who loves zombies. And I feel like we haven't really seen anything like that thus far in the TV series, where you have the group, you have Rick, you have the rest, and rather than running from zombies, they decide, you know what, in this case, we have to literally just stand up to this huge herd and we have to kill them all. If it takes all day of hacking and cutting and and shooting and whatever the case may be, little by little, we're going to have to kill this entire herd. If it's 100, if it's 1,000, whatever it is, all of us are going to have to band together and get through it. So let me know what you guys think about all that. I'm super excited to see it in the TV series version. Just can't wait for all these different awesome events from my favorite comic book series of all time, of course, The Walking Dead. So if you guys like the video and you want to thumb it up below, I would appreciate it. Go ahead and click that thumb up. If you're new and you want to subscribe to the channel to get these videos on a daily basis, go ahead and click the subscribe at the bottom left. That's all you have to do, and you'll get these in your subscriber box every day, pretty much every day. So yeah, that's it for this one. If you guys want to favorite it and share it, I'd always appreciate it. And I'll see you guys tonight, of course, for the premiere of The Walking Dead Season 5, Episode 14, Spent. Can't wait for it. See you guys then. Peace.